Would you look who it is? Johnny Key, welcome back to the vlog. How are you doing?
I'm great.
We just got to the hotel. I'm here with
Johnny Key. I feel great. A little scared about what's gonna happen at night, but I feel good. He needs me. Let's go, Luke! Come on! Luke Talbot. What a race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. Johnny Key is currently very carefully putting a scoop of something into a bottle of water.
Steroids.
Oh, makes so much sense.
Kidding.
He's gonna turn into Parvez Khan with that type of scoop right there. To be honest with you, I got a reel of somebody posting a video of them walking around Florida, the campus, saying, "Parvez Khan, where are you?" and like just walking around looking for him.
Where is he?
Like, oh, that's classic.
We need a Parvez Khan
serving.
update.
He's serving in the Indian military.
Great.
Because what else can he do? He got caught for doping in India. Like what else are you gonna do? Careful, that's not closed. I just saw water flying around everywhere.
Nah, it's closed.
Nah, it's closed. It's fine.
Come on.
I love that I got you on the
You're-
blender bottle.
You really
On
think
the
I'm
blender
that
bottle
dumb,
vibe.
bro?
Yeah, a little bit.
Come on, I need Jacob to like my message, bro. So for
Alright,
the viewers, we got a message: Nimbus and Peg 40s or 41s for $35, and so the group chat's absolutely flocking to them right now.
I know Willie's on that right now. I can tell you that.
Will
much.
asked for three pairs of Nimbus.
Yep, that's Willie. That is literally
Well,
all Willie. That's hilarious.
So,
Anyways, we got a couple of things to talk about today. We do have the NCAA Division 1 recap, but before we get to that, I think we should do a little meet preview because the Blonde Boys are racing. Actually, by the time this video comes out, we will both have already raced. And you'll already know what happened, but unfortunately, Johnny didn't want to record on Thanksgiving for whatever reason. I don't really know why. It's crazy. It's
time for family and football, dude.
It's not like anything happens. It's just another day, It's nothing special.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, true. Anyways, so we're both racing Thanksgiving morning. Obviously, we got the Turkey Trot squad. My last race of the season. Your first race of the season. Are you gonna race indoor this season, or are you gonna wait till 2025?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to say too much, and I also don't know yet. But yeah, I will be racing indoor. I mean, I think I'll be ready. I had my meeting with Mr. Coach Steve, and then he was saying how I should start to feel actually fit around Crimmy time. So
you're not this year, but next year you're gonna race in 2025. That was my question. Were you gonna race the pre-races in next few weeks, or if you were gonna wait until 2025?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting. Our first race is the 25th of January. So.
Okay. Don't you have an indoor race though in December?
Yeah, but I think that's just for sprinters and stuff, and I'm not really in any shape to be racing yet.
Here's a question before we meet preview. Actually, how are the shots going? Because we really never got an update on after you got the first one, and I don't really know is there still pain? Did it work? Did it not?
I mean, so far so good. You know what I mean? So
how long ago did that shot did you get it?
Probably a month ago.
A month ago. So
okay.
It lasts at least a month. That's huge.
I've been ready for 4 weeks. So
yeah,
and
a month.
It sets in after a week, and so it's been sitting in for probably 3 weeks to a month. So
what is our goal? To just only need the one?
I mean, if I had to choose, yeah, if it would just last forever, that'd be fine by me.
But more realistically, probably a 3 to 6 month range, I imagine.
6 months, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, that's something.
I don't even want to think about that. I'm just gonna keep running.
For sure. So yeah, let's talk about the races. Obviously, we're both doing turkey trots. You're coming off of 4 weeks of training.
Yes,
How many workouts have you done? Because I know I seen you do hills twice.
So I did. It looks like Jacob's liking everyone else's message besides mine, so that's upsetting.
Dude,
but regardless,
he doesn't like you.
Apparently, but no, I've done 3 hill workouts, which were hell. I remember the second one went fine. The other two were like really, I just felt awful. Like first rep, heart rate's hitting like 190, and I'm like, good lord, I suck. My first like running workout I did yesterday, but yesterday sucked. I think I definitely have a sinus infection. Like it was really bad. Like nose fully stuffed up. Every minute I'd have like phlegm or whatever drainage go in my throat, and then I'd have to spit like every
Mucus.
minute. Mucus, yeah, whatever. And so it kind of sucked. It was a 10-8-4 fartlek, 10-8 being at tempo comfortable pace.
Which one was that for you? Like 6 minute?
It was if it was comfortable, it probably would have been 6 minute, but I was going like, I mean, you can take a look on
5:30?
Strava. It was like 5:30, 5:40.
Jesus Christ.
And then
British ran a 5:30 mile off rip. That is
well,
criminal.
okay, it was also windy, and so the 10 minutes, I was like, okay, 10 minutes, I want to go. I went out into the wind for like 3 minutes, and then
Yeah.
I came back for the last six, and then I started the 8 minute, also not going into the wind, and then the like last 2 minutes of the eight was in the wind, and then the last four that was supposed to be faster than tempo pace was into the wind. And the first like 2 minutes I was going a little faster, and the last 2 minutes I kind of died. So, but we got the work done. I think after that workout, I was also, I felt like trash, but I think I know what paces I want to run for the turkey trot, and obviously I know that I was telling my coworkers, I was like, top three would be nice. I don't think I'll win, but I was like, top three would be nice. Um, dang it, Jacob. Oh, that's okay.
I'm looking at your Strava right now. All right, Johnny's off in Asia for a second. I'm looking at your Strava right now, and your pace chart for this workout is hilarious because it looks like you ran the same pace for the 10, the 8, and the 4. Like it doesn't even look like there's much of a difference. It honestly just looks like it's all over the place. Like it's not like it doesn't look like a normal fartlek at all, which is
Well,
something special to be
are you
honest.
looking at like the mile splits, or are you looking at
No, I'm looking at the pace chart. I'm looking at this.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if you can see, but
Yeah.
I love the little shit. I, I ran it. I did
I,
it.
I did it.
I did it.
Okay. Goal, I think I'm going to go out in 5:20 pace. I think that's good.
5:20 pace.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
I think goal should be like sub 16:30. So, I mean, I ran after my like 2 week break, I ran 16:15 and pegs with like 450 miles. So I think a 16:30 off 4 weeks of running and super shoes. I don't think it's I might be overestimating myself, but that's my goal.
Listen,
Thoughts.
you are Johnny Key. Like anything is possible. I'm gonna say that for a normal person, that's not possible. Like a normal, like if I took 10 runners, I put them on your exact same training for the past 4 years, and they go through everything that you go through, and they get injured at the same time you do the whole thing that you're going through, come back right now. They're probably running 17:15 on like the most perfect day in Alpha Flies. Like there is just no way. You've been out for months. You have 4 weeks of training. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying you can't. However, 16:30 is ambitious. I think
Well,
that
I'm an ambitious guy, dude.
I think that's the thing, dude. I can't even say it's not gonna happen because you're just so freaking you're so you and running is just weird. You just are too talented, honestly. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, it's just
I mean, hey,
it's
you
tippable.
know,
It's tippable.
hey, God bless me with a good set of legs. What can I say?
That is true. You definitely got blessed with a good set of legs. Because any other normal person, it's just not happening. There's no way in hell.
And,
But
and it very well might not happen. I might go out 5:20, and I might get vacuumed to the very back.
I would
But
love to see you go out in like 5:30 and negative split it.
not an option
Why not?
because I don't want to be off pace off the first mile. You know what I mean?
You need to run 3 520s in a row.
I don't know
Well,
the exacts, but if I run 5:30, it won't be sub 16:30.
what's
Because
sub 16:30?
3 times 5:30 is 16:30 for 3 miles. So if I go,
Yeah, so you need to
even if I
go.
go 5:20, I gotta close the last 200 like a demon.
I guess, yeah. I don't know, dude. Yeah, that's hard. I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be a good place to test the fitness, to be
I was
fair.
gonna say, like Coach Steve
It's
said, it's gonna be
a good
it's gonna be a
test.
good test to see where I'm at. So,
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
Listen,
whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna be sad either way about it. But I mean, Nate's gonna beat me. I'm just gonna say that.
I saw
My
Nate's
brother
workout
will.
yesterday and I was just like, "Oh, it's over."
Well, I
He's
mean, he's just he's just been running. That's the only thing.
Yeah, he's got a lot of miles on his legs. Actually, he doesn't have that many miles on his legs, but a lot more than you.
Way more than me.
Too
See,
many.
like
Too many.
all the guys running it, I can say that like
You've beat
if
at
I
some
was in
point.
shape, I'd beat them. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, that's
If
ambitious,
I
but all right.
Well, okay, just going off of last year's track season. Besides the guy who won last year, which I don't think he's running. Shout out Sam Ship. He was on Northwest Missouri's team, and he ran at Nats last Saturday.
Mm.
So he's better than me. I'll just say that. But I
He
don't think
might be
he'll be
there.
there.
He might be
If he
there.
if he is, I mean he's gonna win.
He's gonna. I would expect him to win.
Golly,
Jesus,
there's
criminy.
there's no way he doesn't win. But
Nah, Nate
yeah, I
Key
mean
though.
that boy Nicky has never won a turkey trot.
I've never raced a turkey trot, so I've
Well,
also never won a turkey trot.
let's go into you. Give me the whole rundown, dude.
All right, so actually, I gotta pull up a text I sent you about 10 days ago. I want to say. Do you remember what we were talking about back then? Talking about this race.
Like I can't remember what I wore yesterday, and you're asking me to remember a text sent by you. Not
That's
only
a good
by you,
point.
10 days ago.
That's a good point. I sent Johnny Key the 10. Oh, Johnny, what happened to the phone?
I had to do something.
Okay. Anyways,
I'm
I
returning.
said
Don't worry.
I sent Johnny the weather for like 10 days out, and it was the most
Oh
atrocious
yeah.
weather I've ever seen in my life. So, 10 days before the race, the weather, I shouldn't have checked it, honestly, but I did. The real feel was 17 degrees with 17 mile per hour winds and like 27 mile per hour gusts and 97% humidity at all of that at the start of the race. So,
Prime
needless to
conditions.
say, I was a little nervous. Now, if we go take a peek right now into Naperville and take a peek at what the weather is going to be like, it's a little bit better. A little bit. Not, I'm going to be honest, not by that much. Start of the race, it's going to be 27 degrees, it looks like,
Okay. Okay.
with a real feel of 20 degrees. So, not
Ideal.
great. Not great. The real problem, I shouldn't even say problem, but the real kicker, I would say, is that it's looking like it's going to be 10 mile per hour winds, which is going to be a little rough. I'm going to be honest. Which, listen, I will say the humidity has dropped a ton. Now it's only looking like it's going to be around 80% humidity, which
I feel,
I can handle
I
80%
feel like
humidity.
when it's that cold though, I feel like you don't even notice that.
Nah, bro. I ran yesterday. You probably didn't see my Strava post. It was 93% humidity yesterday, and I was finishing my threshold, and my lungs were burning. Like it was terrible. You feel it. It's
Hey,
rough.
if you say so, dude.
I mean, I guess yeah, the humidity in St. Charles was like never an issue when I was there. So I guess you probably don't
I
really.
mean, I don't. I want. I mean,
What?
trust me. We definitely feel the humidity a little bit down here too.
A
A
little bit. I
lot.
mean, maybe,
Oh
maybe.
yeah. Oh
When
yeah.
I
Oh
was
yeah.
down there, I don't think the humidity ever went up like above 70.
Like
I'm
at Lindenwood or like just
Yeah,
like in
at
general.
Lindenwood. I've never been anywhere outside of Lindenwood, so why would I say anywhere else?
I don't know. I'm trying to think back, dude, but my
Well, the
memory's a little
problem is
spotty.
that the reason that it's so humid in Illinois and more specifically where I live in the surrounding areas is because of the corn. The corn causes all the humidity.
Okay.
Like even going through the humidity in St. Charles right now, like it's just all 70, 60, 70. Like it drops to 50 throughout the day, but I mean, it's always like 10. Lindenwood was always 10 degrees warmer and like 10% lower humidity. Like it was hotter there, but it was more humid here. So it's like
Yeah.
pick your poison type thing. And it's always windy in Lindenwood. It was never not, but it's always windy
Yeah.
here too. So it's like it doesn't matter. The
Windy
same
City.
thing.
That is
The
what they
Windy
call
City,
it.
baby. Yeah, that is what they call it. But anyways, back to the point. I'd rather take the 80% humidity over 17-mile-per-hour winds. I'd rather it
Yeah.
be more windy than humid. Like I would take the wind over humidity any day because the humidity, your lungs hurt. Like your chest just hurts trying to run. It feels heavy. Your lungs start to burn after a while. It's just brutal because it's like you're not breathing in the normal amount of air you would be when it's obviously not as humid. So
Yeah.
it's just burns, bro. It's terrible. So I am pretty grateful that it's not going to be 97% humidity, which would have been insane to be honest. But yeah, the conditions are not ideal, but honestly a lot
No.
better. And I mean, 20, what did I say, 28 degrees when at
27.
27 at the start of the
Yeah.
race? I'll take 27 degrees. Like I don't mind 27 degrees. It's
Yeah.
not terrible. It was
I
uh
I don't
it was
even want to look
20.
at mine. I think I'm just gonna show up and not worry about it.
Where's it at?
The Arnold.
Arnold, Missouri.
Arnold, Missouri.
I'll take a peek for you. I won't say exactly what it is, but I'll take a little peek and see how it's looking.
No, it's gonna be
Um,
cold, but
what time's the race start?
like 7:30, I believe.
7:30. You guys start earlier than us. You'll finish before I start.
Common occurrence.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, my brother. You're basically bar for bar the exact same as me.
So this was a real test. This is like a Clash of the Titans, dude.
Actually,
I can't laugh.
your feels like is like 10 degrees warmer than mine, but that's the only difference. Which I don't
Oh,
know how it's so much warmer than us where you are, but or you are than us, but everything else is pretty much the exact same. I fear the only difference between me and you racing is that I've been running for like 6 months and you have been running for weeks, couple
yeah,
weeks.
and
Yeah,
and
so you're trying to go sub 6:30 and I'm trying to go sub 15. Only a minute and a half faster. I'm only going to run 30 seconds faster per mile than you.
all right. My new goal has changed. I'm going
Okay.
sub 15.
That's what I like to hear. The new
Uh,
goal, beat Luke, whatever I run. That's your goal.
yeah, see, you're lucky that I go before you, dude, because I would have seen your time and I would have just gone a little under it.
I'll tell you what my time's going to be. It's going to be actually we'll make predictions in a second here, but I
Okay.
do have a couple thoughts on that. But so you what actually we could just do predictions right now. What do you think you're going to run tomorrow? Like if you had to be like absurdly non-biased, just honest,
Yeah.
looking at the weather, looking at your competition, looking at the shape you're in, what do you genuinely expect like you'll probably end up running?
Like, honestly, in my professional and humble opinion,
Hmm.
yeah, 16:30.
On the dot?
You're right, 16:29. No, I mean, I'm confident in myself, dude. Like, I really think, I mean, technically, now, did I pause my watch and put my hands on my knees after the first 10 minutes? Yeah, I did. But, I mean, you add the 10 plus the 8. I'm going between 5:30, 5:40. I'm telling you, if I'm in like a race mindset and I'm only going 10 seconds faster, like, I think I can do it, you know?
So I'm gonna say that I think you're gonna go 16, 16:43. That's my guess.
Disrespectful. No,
I don't
I'd
think it's
probably say that
disrespect.
too.
What do you mean? How are you gonna say I'd probably say that too and then give you a 16:30?
I'd rather set my expectations
No,
extremely
I
high.
understand that's your expectations, but what do you honestly think you're gonna run?
I mean, in the 16s, like mid to high. I
16:30,
mean,
16:30. Yeah,
realistically, yeah,
16:30.
16:30. God, dude.
16:30. All right, well, we can
Golly.
jump over on my side. Looking
Yeah,
at
what do you
looking at the
think?
conditions, looking at everything. Oh, it's just so hard because I think I'm in just unbelievably good shape right now. I've never been as fit as I am. I obviously
Same.
had that workout last week. That's insane to say. I had that workout last week where I did 6 by mile averaging 5:59, 4:59, sorry. And that was by myself in the wind, humid as balls. Like, it was obviously not great conditions. So to be able to knock that out as comfortably as I did, I say comfortably, but I got through all 6 reps. And I think that, well, the last rep I ran 4:55, and I was just like, okay, okay, okay,
Okay.
we're out here. So I feel like 14 or 4:55 shouldn't be like a big jump to run for the whole 5K. Like I feel like I should be able to like comfortably run that. Me and Arrow were talking about it. And he thinks that like low 15s shouldn't be like an issue. Like he thinks
Yeah.
that I can run low 15s. So the question is, how mentally strong am I to just absolutely ignore the wind for wherever it's at on the course? Which it's likely looking at it, I run basically a box. I literally run this like box with like a little start here. And I think when you go out, down, over, and then up, I think it's all going to be on that up, which is going to be basically the entire second mile. And that makes me a little nervous. Like 10 mile per hour winds for an entire second mile is a little brutal. Like I'd very much prefer to just get it right at the start and then not have to worry about it for the
Mm-hmm.
rest of the race. But you don't get to pick and choose. But
No,
then the third
unfortunately
mile is
not.
going to be all at my back. So if it's all at my back the third mile and I just have to power through a second mile, I'll find somebody to run behind. Just
Yeah.
get behind somebody and just because the first mile, we're just going to be cruising anyways. I'm not going to remember the first mile. I'm going to jump behind somebody who's out in the front. I'm going to pray my freaking everything and anything to just sit behind somebody for the second mile and then just, all out third mile like I did the workout. So it's hard for me to honestly say what I want to run. Like I expect myself to run sub 15. Like that's obviously the whole goal. That's the plan. I'm going out with that intention. I mean, that's the whole point of what I've been training for obviously a while now, since the end of the what are you watching? Are you
No,
watching Denny?
Denny's just staring at me.
Oh, Denny.
New dog Denny.
New
I'm
dog
sorry.
Denny.
Keep going. Keep going.
Anyways, that's obviously what I've been training for since the end of the half marathon, and we haven't done like a ton of speed work, which makes me a little nervous, but like we've done enough to where I'm feeling very comfortable with what I'm doing, and obviously doing those mile repeats just because I've never run mile repeats anywhere close to that fast before, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, crap, like I haven't done much speed work, so how am I going to feel running mile repeats at 5 minute pace? And it wasn't a problem. So I think realistically, given the conditions, it's not perfect conditions, which makes me a little nervous. Like I probably go if I have a good race, I probably run 15:05, 07 around there. If I have a great race, I probably go 15:57 around there. And then if I just go out and run, I probably run 15:15 and I'm just depressed. And I think those are my ranges. I think
That's your
I'll run
range.
anywhere from 14:57 to 15:15, and that's literally those three spots are how it's going to go. A great race, a good race, I finish the race type of thing. So,
All right. All right. You want my humble and honest opinion? Like
of
brutally honest
course,
opinion.
of course, of course.
If I was a betting man, I would bet my house on trying to do the math in my head. I'd
What are you
bet
trying
it.
to do math?
Now, I'm not going off your scale. I would say 15-15. That's my prediction.
15:15. So I'm just gonna have a
Yeah.
piss poor race.
I wouldn't even call that piss poor. I mean, your PR is 15-28, correct?
27. Same thing
20
though.
15-27. And I'm thinking to myself, you did 6 mile repeats roughly around 4:55 to 5-minute pace. So I
Correct.
think even with the wind and everything, think you can still comfortably run a 5K at around that pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey there, buddy. So that's my reasoning. That's my professional and humble opinion.
So what's 455 or yeah, 455 for 5K?
I would say
Find out.
probably 15-20-ish.
5K 455. It is 15:17 is
Okay.
455 pace.
Okay.
So yeah, Johnny thinks I'm running 455 pace and then closing a little fast for that last 2 seconds.
It's my humble
I have
opinion.
no kick though, Johnny. It's chalked. I have no kick. It's chalked. It's
Well,
chalked.
all right, then 15-20. That's my.
No, 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 no,
I'm
no.
changing it. No, Luke's
No, no,
not
no,
confident
no,
in
no,
himself.
no, no, no.
15-20-24. That's my pick.
24?
Lock it in. Well, you're
Dude,
not confident.
I ran oh, I'm absurdly confident. You have no idea. I ran 15:27 from my second race in the winter or well, winter spring. And we didn't do any speed work whatsoever for that race. So if I ran 15:27 off of no speed work, I mean, I'm in better shape than I was then. We've done some speed work. We did a really hard mile repeat workout. If I don't go sub 15:15, I might like genuinely thinking about quitting.
I mean, prove me wrong, but I mean that's my pick.
Oh, trust me, I will definitely prove you. If I have a piss poor race, I might go 15:15. But as long as I
Okay.
go out and race, there's no way I'm running anything
All right.
slower
And
than 15:15. I
Chad,
promise you that.
we need to clip that just in case. And
But it's gonna be.
no matter
Could
what the
you
time
could you
is, we're
imagine?
gonna.
Could you imagine? We film all this. I edit the whole video. I'm ready to post it on Friday, but I don't run it. So I go in and cut all this out and then post the podcast when none of it's in there. You're just like, dude, we filmed that part. I remember. I'm just like, what are you talking about? I'll send you the full video.
I
It's
don't
not in
remember.
there. It's not in there.
It's like I run like 18 minutes and you run like 15:50. You're like,
Oh, we cut the
ooh,
whole podcast. It's just the NCAA preview or a review.
just
That's
10
all it is.
minutes.
Just 10
I think that's
minutes.
all we
Yeah.
have. Yeah, that's all we have.
Yeah, that's all we have.
You want to go into that now?
Mhm. Yeah, let's talk about NCAAs. Give me your thoughts, initial impressions, break it down.
Initial impressions.
We can like really dive deep into it next time. When do you have to leave? 11:30, 11:20?
Like I need to be off this at like 11:15.
All right, well then we can run through it pretty quickly and then we'll like deep dive next
Yeah,
week.
yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, I mean, it was super entertaining, dude. Like I'm super happy with the results. Um, I think we got a lot of things right. I think we got a lot of things wrong. We really thought NAU was gonna have a good race, and I mean, they did all right. You
Guys
know,
didn't, girls did.
girls did. I would like to say that I did say watch out for the Wisconsin Badgers. It was their home course, and they almost ended up getting a podium spot, which was
They should
absolutely huge.
have. They
They should have.
genuinely should have.
Um, and you were saying Arkansas streaky. I mean, Kirami Yago and Patrick Kiprop did not have a good race whatsoever freaking ever. That's why I'm shocked. I mean, don't get me wrong, Yassine's performance was incredible, but in my head, Yassine's like Arkansas's number 3, you know?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like even if Karami Yago and Patrick Kiprop did have a good race, like who knows if they're going to be Yassine Abdallah, but they definitely would have improved a lot more on their team score.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm happy with the individual placements. I'm happy that Graham Blanks and Hampton Samuel kind of repeated.
Yeah.
I thought it was nutty. Hampton Samuel closed the last 5K without a shoe.
In
Now I feel
14:10,
bad. Yeah, in like
14:07.
14:10, which is nutty
Over
with
here
one
talking about
shoe.
trying to run 16:30
I
while this
know.
dude runs 14. The second part of a
Hey,
10K.
there's levels. There's levels.
There is levels. That is
And
true.
then, um, I mean, I'm sorry that I don't know this dude's name, but the one guy from Furman who, don't get
Oh
me
yeah.
wrong, dude, he was not on my radar. I don't really think he was on anyone's radar. And don't get me wrong, this dude was still a 3-time All-American. I mean, I think he got 11th last year, so it's not like he's a nobody, you know what I mean? But definitely came, I don't want to say out of nowhere, but I wasn't expecting to see a dude from Furman get third. Um, and then, yeah, on the women's side, I mean, West Virginia, they kind of slingshot to the top of rankings, and then I don't really know what happened at conference and regionals, but they kind of dropped down a little bit. But I'm glad that they got second. Happy for NAU, Providence. It's nice seeing a school like Providence up there. Like would have liked to see Oregon up there. Would have been kind of
Yeah,
cool. Which I mean, they were, but kind of like to see a better
not really.
performance out of them. I mean BYU. I mean BYU just demolished.
Which I was actually quite like happy that BYU won it on the men's side until I found out Casey Klinger was competing in the NCAA in 2017. That is
Okay,
unbelievable.
put that in
Un
perspective.
Unbelievable. He has been
I'm
racing in the NCAA for over 7 years.
I'm a junior. I was a freshman in high school, and now I'm a junior in college, and this guy is a
Still
senior.
racing. Unbelievable. I'm sorry. There's no part of me that thinks that is okay whatsoever.
No,
Whatsoever. How many
I'm
mission
with
trips
you.
did this guy go on?
I don't know. He better cured world hunger, bro. If he's still in the NCAA
Allowed
at
to
20.
race in the
I mean,
NCAA?
it's crazy.
Unbelievable. I mean, we want to rip on Arkansas for having some old men, and they do, without a doubt. But so does OSU, and so does freaking BYU, and it's just like
Yeah,
I was thinking to myself, all right, BYU, the lesser of the evils. No, this dude's been racing since 2017.
yeah,
He's getting on a plane to go home to watch the birth of his child. Like his wife is pregnant and literally is, any day now is going to have their kid. Like this is insane. And I mean, listen, that happens with people at younger ages. This guy's not young. He's been racing
he's
since
26.
2017.
Man, it's
What are we
26.
doing?
Some of the comments did pass the vibe check. They're like, this dude needs to get a job.
I mean, well, and that's the thing too, is like I'm so happy that Graham and Habtom went 1-2 because if that dude went if that dude was in like the top 3, 4, like I would have been like, dude, this guy's so old. But the fact that he's losing to these kids that are this young, like restores a little bit of my faith in, you know,
In the
it's not
NCAA cross
that
country.
a little bit. I'm
A, li-
not really, but
a little bit.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
I get what
Well,
you're
because
saying.
I feel like the younger kids that are really good move on. Like you don't see Nico Young still racing. You don't see Parker
Yeah,
Valby still racing. Like they went pro. They're just good enough to go pro, so they do that. And I mean, maybe Casey Klinger had offers, and he was just like, well, maybe I can get better deals if I run faster. But, bro, you've had since 2017 to do this. Like, what are we doing right now? Mission trips, COVID years, red shirting. Like, what are we doing? I
it,
mean,
I mean, in my head, it's like, imagine if like every single school was like that, to where they have 26-year-olds on their team. Like, how good would they be?
what's the point in even going to a college to run at that point?
Like, dude, being in college at age 26, like that's extremely old, dude.
You better be on your third master's. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
It's I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
I mean,
That's
again, and I can understand it if you have people from foreign countries coming over to because they started late or they have to go to school to stay in the U.S. for whatever reason. Like I understand like that aspect of it, but it's still we can't be doing this forever, guys. We have to put an age cap on this. Like this isn't like what are we doing? What are we
yeah,
doing?
I agree. I agree. That's why it's the topic of my final paper.
Yep, which is kind of base to be honest.
It's gonna be based and it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be
It will
well
be based
written,
epic.
dude. I'm gonna send it to the NCAA.
I love that. I think you should. I'm really glad Graham won it, dude. Me and you were so hyped watching it because we were
Yeah,
both rooting for our boy, and
nah, I know that
unfortunately
man
Parker Wolf
came up a
is
little short.
a
Came
little
up a
bit.
little short.
Parker
He
and
faded.
Ethan though, they like
I mean,
carried
they
North
carried
Carolina.
UNC. Yeah,
That's insane. So tippable for that. I mean, we love Parker Wolf, but I mean Graham Blanks, man. Graham voted for Pedro back on top. I mean. Oh, tippable. And he lost what did he lose? Nuttycombe to Habsam Samuel. So it was like going to the they were
I don't
talking
know.
about it. They're just like, Graham obviously loses Nuttycombe to Habsam Samuel, but he started late because he was at the Olympics, take some time off. So he was starting late, but he caught right back up, which I mean, I think it does go to show that after running for X amount of time, you can take a week or two off and get right back into shape if you are doing the training correctly, if you're consistent with it. You build that base up in the spring and summer and then continue it on into the fall. But I don't know, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the indoor season because Yassine was talking about it. The 3K record's probably going to go down. He thinks that there's quite a
Probably.
few people that can take it. So
Yeah. And that's the way it is. It's gonna keep on getting quicker, that's for sure.
it is. It's definitely going to keep getting quicker, and I love to see it, but I just don't want to see a 26-year-old be breaking it.
Yeah. I want it like an actual college age
It
kid.
shouldn't count. It genuinely shouldn't count. No hate to like those old people that are still running in the NCAA's because I get it that you're allowed to, and I'm not going to hate on you for just playing
Yeah.
the system. Like I
We're
hate the
never gonna hate
system.
on the individual. Even though we talked about
Yeah,
Casey Klinger, never
yeah,
I would
and
like
I don't have anything against Casey Clean. I'm
yeah,
sure he's a great
absolutely.
guy. I'm sure he's
It's just an
super
example.
chill. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that he's the person that, you know, he's been
We
in the
can't
NCAA since 2017.
it's a little
I don't know how
crazy.
the NCAA is allowing that. So it's like, yeah. And I'm sure he's an awesome person, super cool individual. I'm happy for him and the team at BYU. They're like one of the very few teams that have ever won both the men and women's title. I think Stanford and Oregon might have both have done it at some point, but I don't remember for
Yeah.
sure. But maybe Colorado as well, back when Colorado was really good, dominant. But yeah, it's just gonna be really interesting seeing what happens going into the winter and beyond because there are some really, really fit people right about now, and I'm excited. I really am.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna be a fun season.
gonna be a really fun season. I mean, I heard indoor season Coach Arrow might be trying to get out to the Boston track.
Really.
Yep. So
That'd be huge.
I might also be taking a trip to Boston if he ends up going there. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be
It might come to
that'd be
fruition. We
crazy.
don't know. We don't know, but not to
Nope.
race, obviously, but
Watch.
to film. I'd be there for content piece. So we'll see. You really just never know, but it's possible. Anything's possible. It would be a hell of a
Anything is
time, that's for
possible.
sure.
Yeah, it'd be fun. That's
Anything
for
is
sure.
possible. No, yeah, it'd be really cool. But all right, well, it is 11:16. I know you got to get out of here. We'll break
Yeah,
down.
unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll race review both the 5Ks and oh man, what if I just said 5Ks and they don't know what we're talking about?
The turkey trot, dude. Come on,
The
man.
turkey trot 5. I'm saying what if I cut
The
all that
gobble
out?
gobble run.
The gobble
Oh
gobble.
yeah.
I got
Just 10
there you
minutes.
go. Just 10-minute quick little podcast. Yeah, I got the Naperville turkey trot. The college kids will be there. The winner won it in like 1450 or faster the past 4 years. So
Yeah.
there's
Good.
comp, which I don't expect to win or even come top three if I'm being honest. But sub 15, baby. It's
Let's
on the
go.
cards. So
We get it. Sub
we'll see how it
16:30.
goes. Sub 16:30. I believe in you. I really do. I think it's
Thank you.
possible.
Appreciate that.
So yeah, I wish you could text me before my race, but I know you won't text me before my
I'll
race.
be
So
I'll be stalking the results, dude.
stalking my results.
Yeah.
The moment I finish my race, I'm getting my phone from my parents and looking at the text to see how you did.
She's like, dude, I just ran 18:30. I got beat by a girl.
Does yours have live results?
I don't know, probably.
If they do, you need to send me a link because
I
I'll
will.
I'll sit on the starting line scrolling and refreshing until it's over. I have 10 minutes
Oh,
before my race and I'm like, update, update, update.
he's
All right.
just getting his last doom scrolls in.
Literally, literally. All right, Johnny. You have a good day at work, buddy. I will talk to you later. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll
I
see you
will.
guys next week with
I'll
race
see you.
reviews. Take
Yes,
care of little
sir.
things. Peace out.